it's like a fighting hero, right? Like a lot of the time, these mid laners, you want somebody who can just pair up with another core and then be like this strong ball while somebody is farming, like Luna, for example,
Yeah.
and take down towers. Like you can show up to an Enigma's lane and you can take towers. You can show up to like a side lane Mirana's lane and you can take towers. But Venge alone doesn't really do that much. It's kind of like the Embers and the Void Spirits. It's just a strong hero to like group up and make space or 5-man. So that's kind of why I like it. It's so tanky, it's so fast, but you could probably fall off. I feel like Venge probably will fall off harder than like an Ember Spirit or something. Because just like, how do you farm?
Yeah.
How do you slow push? You can't really do that. Like you Wave of Terror the wave, that's not going to push like an Ember with Slight and Shield.
Do you get something like a Maelstrom early for Revenge?
I would imagine people probably go for more like Dominator and things like that. But you definitely could. That would solve the issue. So I feel like Quincy needs something that can lane carry against this Enigma, but they also need something that's good at canceling the black hole through BKB, if at all possible.
There's the Ember on their end. We've seen Enigmas be 4s in jungle. Didn't we see that yesterday? Just Enigma straight jungling, or was it Enigma? It was somebody who was just straight jungling and the 3s by themselves. But they don't exactly have a strong 3 at the moment, like that can do that if Enigma jungles.
Yeah, I would say probably not jungle. It really depends on like what you're up against. I think Ember in lane is not a huge threat for Enigma. I mean, I think Ember can shield and run at the units, and it's pretty good. But it's not like Enigma is going to not get farmed. Like he's just gonna still keep denying and last hitting. He'll be fine. So I don't. And also it's Brax. Like he's a huge Enigma fan. So I just feel like based on the players that this is going to be a Venge mid, an Enigma offlane, a position 5 Fear Shadow Demon, and then Mirana on Snake King. And we're waiting to see what Moo's hero is right now. And I'm still feeling the Luna. I still feel like the Luna is really good with this lineup. Or Gyro. Like, these are similar heroes.
And the Naga Siren. Anything to make sure that they can't, or less ability to cancel that that black hole.
It also lanes really well against the Enigma because you just throw the illusions at the summons and they will clear the floor with them.
Although they do have a lot of long range stun that should allow them to stop the Enigma black hole.
They do, yeah, and silence too. Yeah. So, but the problem is the BKB. Like once he gets the BKB, it's a free game so far. But there's not really that many answers to the Enigma BKB these days. A lot of ultis don't go through BKB anymore, and like Reaper Scythe, for example, you can't cast it through BKB. And the Warlocks, the Silencers, like the typical counters to Enigma just aren't good. Like these are bad heroes.
Do you throw the Earthshaker 3 and go like Bane 4 or 5? Is that worth it with a Jakiro already in your lineup?
You could. You definitely could.
5 seconds
yeah,
remaining.
I don't think that's too bad. Maybe there's like a better hero that has a 5 if you do that.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. So this counters Enigma in another way. I should have mentioned this because this is what I'm pretty sure. Literally, Yuwar picked this against me in a pub the other day when I was Enigma. Like you basically you press Haunt at the start of every fight, right? So if you're any Earthshaker or Enigma, it doesn't even matter if you have BKB because you're not going to get in position to hit a good hole because Spectre is going to have Haunt illusions on you. And she could just haunt you and kill you at the start of every fight. Like Spectre is so good at isolating these counter initiator heroes that are just like waiting in the trees trying to strike. It's like, well, it doesn't matter if you're in trees, the Haunt illusion still goes on you, right? So it breaks your blink and then she can haunt you and kill you even if you're really good at hiding.
I was gonna say, does that bring in the Viper possibility? But he was banned first, so not available. I can't see them going.
Ursa?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I guess you could
Ursa and run it into the Spectre, and then try to get the Enigma as a solo bot against like the Death Prophet or bot. They're in dire, right? Okay, Enigma solo safe lane against the Death Prophet, and then get the Ursa versus Spectre. Okay, so they do go with the Gyro.
Select your heroes.
I was feeling like the Luna is better just because they have the SD, but Gyro is better at fighting early and has a ton of magic damage, a ton of burst, more than Luna. It's like way faster at fighting than Luna is. I think Luna in the late game would be better than Gyro, but Gyro is better for the early game. And with an Enigma, I suppose you already feel like you have the late game covered, because that hole plus Midnight Pulse, man, that's gonna kill anybody, Spectre included.
So let's see how they go about this. I don't know, I feel like Gyro always comes up short. I don't know why that is. But I feel like the last time I saw Gyro was against the Zoom meta, and he's flat cannoning into 2 Necro 3s, where he's not too safe.
Yeah, true. But it's good clear for like the Spectre illusions, and you know, you get a BKB against a bunch of this like magic damage that they have on Quincy crew. You're against an offlane Death Prophet, so it's a relatively free lane. That's probably a reason they picked Gyro over Luna too, is because Gyro will do way better in lane. Like, a Luna is kind of passive in lane, you know? She's got like a 200, 300 damage nuke, whatever, depending on what level it is, but it's just a nuke. Whereas Gyro, he does 1,000 damage, you know, with his Q. Like, he has the missile, which can stun you for 2.5 seconds at level 1. It is way more of a kill threat to be laning against a Gyro as a Death Prophet than it is a Luna. I feel like if there's an offlane Death Prophet, where I have fed on this in pubs is when people kill me. Mm-hmm. Because she's a great laner, she's a good ranged hero, she's a good auto attack, but she's squishy. She just runs away from you. Like, you just kill her. So these heroes are definitely more than capable of killing Lelis. And there he is. What? 25 in a row? Excuse me?
Jesus.
Dude. 25 victories in a row? I don't like that you can't see the stats. I want to see Fierce stats on this one.
Should be able to get us some stats.
What a flex. Oh, wait a minute.
Prepare for battle.
God damn, it's Envy Enigma mid with an offlane Brax Venge.
Whoa, and we talked about how Envy plays these unconventional heroes.
What? Why? What is he gonna do next? I swear to Gaben, this guy is the reason I can have a YouTube channel. He provides so much quality content.
Quality content.
Look at his items.
Oh, Jesus. Shared tangos, 2 sages masks, 2 enchanted mangoes.
You wouldn't believe this if you go 6 months ago and you're like, yeah, this is an Enigma mid item build that somebody wants. Eternal Envy, of all people. Like, Envy mid, he's a carry. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. When will he surprise us again? I feel like it's every game.
Probably next game. I love that Business put up with it too. Like, they let him do this.
They trust him. Ooh, the arrow missed. Arrow hits on Yawar there. He might have fallen.
Oh, it's a GG right there if he dies, for sure. Lots of damage going both ways, though. Brax has quite a few little pieces of regen. Does end up using a salve.
Envy over mid. I'm so interested to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I just see him like cutting the wave at tier 3s or something. Like, he's got something that he does with this, you know? There's some little secret to this.
So, just constantly taking away the range creep, which will be good for this matchup, but in doing so, leads Quinn to just use the Flame Guard and burn out these Eidolons.
Yeah, this is a pretty good side lane counter to the Enigma for the same reason.
Midnight Pulse now down. That'll help him out a bit from Quinn just standing there and looking to trade like that.
Level 2 Midnight Pulse, eh? I guess.
Sneaking doesn't have an arrow, but SVG sitting very low and should be willing to throw an arrow if given the opportunity. I don't know how he's going to play this, if he wants to just throw an arrow at the side camp, get farm there, or hold this arrow and wait to maybe make a move with Brax, because at level 2 they should have another stun to follow it up, but I could see him going into the Vengeance Aura as well.
I feel like this stun is just so good in the early levels now. Yeah, he goes for it.
Yeah. They don't have an arrow, though, to follow it up. Dual Breath comes in. Brax taking a lot of damage from the Spectral Dagger, and they go in on SVG. They will get first blood, but they do end up losing the Venge in return.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's okay. Both sides are probably like, oh, we're cool with that. Like, Spectre gets a kill, and but Brax gets first blood.
Meanwhile, Leo's hitting level 3 before Mu hits 3 by a bit of a margin, but MSS was also out of the lane. How's Envy doing? 11 and 5, top of the CS chart. Moves those Eidolons into the jungle, using them to farm up there, and continues to demonic convert the range creep.
It looks like he's just being really careful with the Eidolons, like focusing on microing them into the tower, so CC&C can't just dive them. Oh, bot? Brax? A lot of damage.
Thing is, Snake King, he's got an arrow. He lands it, and SVG is dead. He puts himself into the trees, but the path is not tight enough as SVG is able to leave. Liquid Fire and the Spectral Dagger. That'll pressure back the Mirana, but SVG, he still wants to maybe land a Dual Breath.
Snake King is so low, and he has no regen left. That's it. Neither does Brax. Spot lane, they've got to set out some regen.
They don't have the mana for an arrow, so the damage comes through with a leap forward. Brax again, he dies first. As SVG gets the kill, you are throwing that Spectral Dagger time and time again. This is probably not what you want, with Snake King the one surviving both times.
No, like once again, you have a Spectre free farming who's also getting these kills, so I think if you're Quincy, you're perfectly fine with this. And I think this lane gets harder and harder for Associate.
Mu? Taking a lot of damage, but Layla's not pressuring too far.
The Death Prophet not particularly potent at this point in the game in terms of any actual kill threat. Crypt Swarm does 75 damage for 85 mana. It's one of the most garbage level 1 abilities.
Envy goes 3 points into the Demonic conversion. 1-3-1 so far. And he's saving up gold to get this Necro Book. It's almost got enough for the...
Ooh. Fear just nuked Lelis for 560 damage at 4 minutes in to the game.
Jesus.
That's wild, yeah. He had 5 stacks. Free wave for Lelis, though.
Do you take Black Hole if you're Eternal Envy, level 6?
I think so. I think so.
I mean, he is mobile, so I wouldn't be surprised. Or he is a mobile player. Mirana to the Spectral Dagger. Yoar gets the kill on the Snake King. Brax just trying to grab the bounty rune there. He'll get not 1 but 2. Or actually backs off the triangle one. Now MSS could come over and just kill Eternal Envy if he's not too careful.
Like, Envy's gonna probably go back to base pretty soon. Well, you know what? He's got his tangos and clarity. Maybe he won't. He's a madman. I don't think he's hard to predict. Really hard to predict.
He's just, the thing is though, he's grabbing a lot of regen. Like, yeah, he's 26 and 13 and he's saving up gold to get this Necro Book, but he has bought on salves, he has bought on mangoes a lot. And he hasn't really progressed in terms of items.
Yeah, there's a few heroes like this. Batrider, Enigma. They
looks like MSS wants the fissure.
Level 2 Earthshaker though, it's hard. Sometimes you have to trade resources for XP. Salves and tangos and such. Enigma's one of those heroes.
MV now buys out on the recipe for the Necro. Still needs the belt, though.
I'm really curious
Ooh,
what he's going to
Mirana.
do. Okay, what?
Ooh, Snake King getting low. Magic Missile. He came back. You are.
Oh,
Oh,
so
my. 10 health. But here comes the Air Shaker. Fissure hits both. This could be 2 kills. Gets hit by the Ice Path. Snake King trying to weave his way through this one. Totem, right click, Snake King. Yawar comes over. How safe does he feel to come in? Yeah, I was going to say if an arrow gets thrown. Starstorm, but there's the totem again, and MSS ends up dead. But look at that. Body blocks from the illusion. Not enough to get MSS to fall.
Just saving those stick charges, so it looks a lot more dangerous than it was for him. But you know, he had plenty of stick charges to work with. He could have taken a couple more tower shots.
So Shadow Demon nearby. Not gonna do anything though. Eidolons will just continue to try and farm Sleight of Fist onto these Eidolons as they continue to just get Envy more and more farm.
Dire's structures
He's sitting here though, 2,400 net worth, not as high as the Ember, but of course that is due in part to the fact that he has shipped out a lot of regen his way.
It's also been he's been getting kind of contested mid for the last like 2 or 3 minutes, so hasn't been exactly free for him. Lelis taking the top tower, pops that ulti. It's nice to do this as an offlane DP because you're so low level, you're not really going to use the ulti effectively anywhere else. May as well just take that tower, play it like a Beastmaster.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, Jelly on Enigma. That's a nice one. Of course he eats that.
Sight. All the way around. Fissure, though. Envy now, as the Moonlight Shadow puts the Midnight Pulse down, does he even think about... No, he doesn't have the Black Hole. I didn't even see him use it.
No,
Arrow comes in on MSS. Envy thinking about making a move to get a kill here, but the Wave of Terror is what finishes him off, and Quinn with that needs to back off. Magic Missile. Fear is here, but they don't want to pressure too far. Necrobook will help Envy go into the jungle and continue to farm. Really start to boost his net worth.
Lelis is just kind of bodying Snake King top, saying, "Hey, I know I can't kill you, but if you come up here, I'm gonna certainly try. Not gonna be so easy for you to come up here and farm." Oh, I missed a kill. Quinn's out of mana. He's gotta be careful.
Ice Path hits Envy. Brax, though, has Magic Missile, which lands, but nothing to follow that up. Envy's now got boots, but you can see how his net worth isn't exactly spiking, and on top of that, I mean, look at where Brax is compared to Lelis.
Yeah, Lelis has just been chilling top the entire time. They do have that tower advantage, though, so that's, of course, going to give them a little bit of extra gold, especially when it comes to picking up those bounties.
That'll help the jungle as well. As Envy picks up an Iron Talon. Going right into the BKB, and then the Blink. And we talked about when he has the BKB, how hard will it be to stop him from getting a Black Hole in, and it definitely seems like it could be very difficult. Hunt through. They've got the call down, but Moo, he is surrounded by 4 heroes. Fissure blocks him in, and they'll get the kill there onto the Gyrocopter. Exorcism committed on that. Queen over mid, so 5 heroes here for Quincy Crew.
Man, there's so much insane damage from Quincy Crew in the early game right now. Like this DP ulti, as well as the Jakiro ulti and spells, and Echo Slam.
Arrow. Ooh, good combo, but can they get the kill? Yes, they can. SVG ends up dead.
Envy used the Black Hole on Quinn, but he remnanted out just in the nick of time.
Oh boy.
So We talked about not seeing the first black hole. It's because he's,
Loose with him.
I think he's whiffing him. But
Yeah.
it's hard without the blink. Why a lot of people go blink first on Enigma.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Lawless is a soul ring. Wants to spam out that max crypt swarm.
Top. Sneaking. He's going Guardian Greaves. Brax going into a Helm of the Dominator.
Good 5-manning items. When they finally show up as a unit together, they'll be quite strong. Pretty weak on their own, though. I'm really not sure if... I don't think these supports can do anything to Yawar up here. Yeah, I mean, there's not enough damage. They need Moo. Moo is really the only source of damage right now, but he's farming.
He seems very quiet. He's died once in this game. He's been trying to farm where he can, but now into the TP, SVG. Swing and a miss with the macro pyre. Spectre's not getting pressured much either. Like, Yawar is having such a good game. And again, Spectre, a hero that sometimes you'll see stay kind of conserved and back and trying to do his thing. But and then you have playstyles like Ame, who, when Haunt is up, I'm looking to fight with you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, they have good fighting. That's the thing is, these other heroes on Quincy crew are so strong in the early game. Just so much damage, so much disable. Like, it's an easy to execute lineup. Versus Envy, who is getting caught right now.
Nice path again. Envy on the run, but he is dead on his screen already. Lois with the kill. Exorcism used to get another kill onto this Enigma.
Yeah, they need Brax, or sorry, they need Moo if they ever want to fight. He is just all of the damage. With Brax here, they could maybe kill Yawar if Yawar's not careful.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Going after Yawar, though, when he's got Haunt available and not everybody there, is a tough one because he can just Haunt and move over to the Venge.
Yeah, true.
Sneaking, Spectral Dagger on the run. You got the homing missile as well as the fissure. Quinn comes in to look over at Fear. Mirana on the run still, but it looks like the Mirana got out. But Fear, not sure he'll be so lucky. He doesn't have a TP. Echo. Okay. MSS not playing games.
He was getting tired of getting kited along there by Fear. Doesn't have the blink yet, so, you know, using that echo, just like with the black hole, it is really difficult to hit these abilities on anything meaningful. It really just requires the enemy team to, like, mess up their positioning until you have the blink. Then it becomes, you know, skill-based. Quinn's almost got his Deso, man. He's huge.
Dire's middle tower is under
Easy
attack.
money, 200 gold, just like that.
Nice path in. Malefist, Black. Oh my
again!
god.
The same thing, it keeps happening.
They got the swap on SVG. They might just get a kill on the Jakiro, but here comes the Haunt. They've been standing in that macro pyre for a while. Yawar on the front line of this. Moving in and in and in. 3 seconds till the magic missile. Don't want to find yourself going in too far, though, as they've got the demonic purge used on Yawar. Side of Searing Chains locks up Moo. And that is, I think, 0 for 3 on black holes. Which means you've spent 600 seconds of, so 10 minutes of black hole on cooldown with it not doing anything.
50-50, man. You know, you never know what you're gonna get with Envy. It's like those jelly beans where you can get the really nasty ones as well.
In the Harry Potter set. Arrow hits onto the Ember Spirit as Quinn. He ends up dead. The combo finally works out. They do have the damage. They don't need a black hole to kill him, apparently.
The arrow timing's enough.
Illusion.
What are you talking about, Harry Potter, by the way?
Those jelly beans that they have.
Oh, do they have those in the movies?
They had them in real life, too.
No, I know they had them in real life, but in the movie, don't they do like magical things?
They like, are they magical because of the taste? They can, you know.
But in real life, they taste like fart and things like that.
Oh.
Or you can get like watermelon flavored.
Hey, you can get watermelon or risk it and get booger.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
exactly.
tower
Yeah,
is
yeah, those are
under
the ones.
attack.
That's envy. That's envy. He's booger this game. He's not. He's not a watermelon. Can confirm.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Envy. Yeah,
Hey, man.
he's causing me to chuckle.
We give him enough respect, you know. We love our envy games.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Up top, Quinn.
Yeah,
Close to
going
the
for
death
combo
zone.
again.
Arrow in. It's the Jakiro Starstorm, but they don't want to continue to fight this. Remnant forward from Quinn. Won't find anybody, but they've got the Moonlight Shadow to try and escape from this. Moving forward, no dust. They don't have Black Hole for another minute either, so going for this is very difficult.
And Snaking was just not close enough to get off the second Starstorm hit. He was just at like probably like 500 radius, and you need to be 425 to get this hit the second time. And I think that might have killed SVG with one more right click.
Swap
Ooh,
on Yawar. Magic Missile, still in Midnight Pulse. The damage is there. And they finally kill off this Spectre. That is the first time.
Big kill. Really big kill. It's a kill streak too, so he feeds Envy
Radiant's
his
middle tower
BKB,
is
and
under attack.
now, you know, we've talked about how important the BKB is against this Quincy crew lineup. Like normally I would say Blink first is almost always the play for Enigma, but what's the point of having a Blink if you're just gonna get melted by magic?
Or you can't even use it.
Yeah, exactly. So once he has the Blink BKB, it's looking much better.
Radiant's
And Quinn
bottom
was playing it
tower
real
is
close
under
up there
attack.
top.
Black Hole's now up, so, you know, they got the kill on the Spectre, and they got the kill on the Ember without Black Hole. Now it gives them that opportunity, that omnipresence that maybe Quid's crew don't find themselves too comfortable in fighting around. And now with the BKB, he'd love to have the Blink too, but it's going to be tough. And I would expect a Haunt to come in early in this fight just to see if maybe they could stop Eternal Envy from getting the positioning, or they'll let SVG die and call it a day.
That's the nice thing about the BKB is he can just kind of run in like that, and because Quincy knows that he has it, they can't just like commit everything to him because he's just gonna press the BKB. Oh, he's got that going for him now. I think he'll have the full package when Envy has the Blink, but for now it's you know, much better than what we were seeing earlier, where it was just such a rough game for Envy. Still pretty close between these two teams. Only 1K. Moo's got his BKB. Once again, he just rushed it as well. Like, you don't have a... You don't really have a choice against this Quincy crew lineup. They do too much magic damage. You cannot fight them until you get the BKB. Oh, Leslino, I see you.
Coming around back with the smoke. Fissure hits with the Ice Path. Macrofire's down and Fear's gone.
Kind of feels like a lot for a position 5, but, you know.
It's the Macro Pyre, which is a shorter cooldown than the Echo Sign they used earlier.
Sure. It seems like a lot, but it really isn't that much. Oh, the swap. Silence.
Fissure hits, but they should still have the swap into the Midnight Pulse with the Flat Cannon damage. Brack's getting low, but able to retreat, and the Radiance is finished on Spectre, too.
Yeah, big time to fight. I mean, for both teams, they honestly both want to fight. 2 BKBs versus a Radiance. Not actually sure which one is the better timing here. It's got to be pretty damn close.
2,000 net worth lead here still for Quincy crew. Blink Dagger close for Eternal Envy.
Oh man, this would be a huge kill on Yawar.
If they could just get there without him being able to get out. Now the swap comes in. Oh!
Not again!
Every time! Holy hell, we talked about how it was a problem going for him if one hero was away from the bunch. Oh my god.
They had so much time, though. Oh, man. Envy's got to be feeling pretty bad after that. Oh. Yawar was so quick. Oh, Braxy boy. Look out, buddy.
Yeah, that is troublesome for the Venge. I'm dead.
He's out in left field. Look, Lelis isn't even letting him have fun with the illusion. You don't get to have a good time. Oh, maybe he does.
One shot left.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are we going to see a game where no black holes hit and maybe they win?
No way. No, don't do this to us, Envy. He wouldn't.
I don't know, that sounds like an Envy game to me.
Oh, he's such a baffler.
Good ice path. Now the Exorcism with the silence. They look over, swap from Brax as well as the Magic Missile. A counter sentry, call down. Layla's in pretty deep. Layla's in trouble. Layla's dead. I look for SVG. Ice path, the BKB still rolling for Moo. Make it a second there for Business Associates.
Man, I bet if Lelis was playing on not 150 ping, he would have been fine there because he had Spirit Siphons and he still had Yules, so he was trying to turn.
Echo.
Oh, Echo
On a 2, Spectre Dagger follows it up. They get the kill into Fear. They look over at Brax, the Magic Missile onto the Ember Spirit. They lose Fear. They lose Brax. MSS is dead. It's a 3v3 situation where they want to get a kill on Eternal Envy. They're chasing him. The Radiant's burning him. He's got the BKB now just to run. That is the first BKB charge used, and he may not even escape. Oh! Again, so close.
And if any of those Searing Chains hit, it is just... they're just dead. Business are dead, but... Mr. Callahan was not able to hit those. Too many units. It's very hard to hit amongst that many things. Random chance, you know? Apparently there's a way that you can, like, game it to hit the right thing. Like, it always goes top left to bottom right or something.
Really?
So I'd expect Quinn knows that, but I don't know. I'm not an Ember Spirit player. I just know that these nerds, they talk about it.
Sounds like precise play.
It really is.
Over precise.
Totally the thing Quinn would know, though.
Black hole off cooldown.
All right, Envy. Let's see it, buddy. We're rooting for you.
I feel like I'm just rooting for one. Fissure hits. He's got the blink. I don't think they know. Definitely gives him more of an opportunity to land one. Yawar coming over. Fear sitting low. Eidolon spotting Yawar. Can he finally get in on a black hole? That's the question. Blink forward. BKB. And now, oh my god. He goes for it. It was a hard forward. He finally hit one. The prop bets pay out. Will Eternal Envy hit a black hole? And there it is. And it kills Yawar.
Yeah, that's the big hero. That's all he's got to do. Get the Spectre, you know? Yawar's playing so careful too, so he's kind of mind gaming it on Envy at this point.
Fissure. Ice Path on a 3. Silence follows that up. Disruption to save the life of the Mirana for now, as well as the Demonic Purge hitting Ember. Alright, I believe actually, was it the Soul Catcher? It might have been both. Sometimes I can't tell with Shadow Demon. Envy, though, dead. Where'd he die? Up here.
He got caught up by Lelis. Used the ulti, and no BKB. Not really much you can do about a Death Prophet running you down. without any Force Staff, BKB, mobility ability.
Radiant's bottom
Straight to
tower is
Roche.
under attack.
Very easy with that DP ultimate, as well as a Desolator.
Not exactly taking this Roche too quickly.
Maybe not so easy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mu continuing to try and farm here. As he picked up that Ags recently. He's keeping up with the Spectre now. Or close enough.
Still just battling happening mid. Well, looks like it's about to happen at basically all points. And yeah, this Gyro, I think, you know, eventually we do have Spectre versus Gyro. You'd think that's probably Spectre favored. This hero is like traditionally considered one of the best late gamers in the game, but we've seen Mu out carry a Spectre with a Slardar, so you can probably do the exact same thing with the Gyro, with like a Rapier, Satanic. Never count out Mu.
Envy picks up the quickening charm, so the cooldown for Black Hole not so bad anymore. Or not
Dire's
awful.
top tower is under attack.
12% cooldown reduction as well. It's a big boy. Going for the refresher next. I like this build. This is the exact items I like to go.
I had to bite my tongue. I was gonna say so he can miss too.
Hey man, he hit UR in that last fight.
He's 1 for 7 right now. Something like that.
I gotta say, I mean, Quincy has played really well around the hole though. Like UR, as soon as he walked up to Envy, just pressed haunt and immediately haunted away.
Be still.
Echo Slime used.
The thing is, like, they've played well against it, but I think Business Associates have also done a good job of playing around their miscues and keeping themselves in this game.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. Ooh, Moose got the Titan Sliver. You'd love to get that on Gyro.
Dire's bottom tower is
Any status resistance on a carry, you're feeling yourself.
Going in a Roche.
Oh man, Envy has BKB Black Hole. You have to be really careful with this.
They start to come over and Wave of Terror in, so that'll get them some vision. Haunt gets used. They look over at the Venge and Mu on the back lines, but now Envy, he's already low. He's already dead. I don't know what he was expecting to get out of that. Roche is now into the hands of Quincy crew, and they pick up the Aegis on the Spectre. Just as we praise them, they let go a fight that seems super sloppy.
Dude, it's just hard.
Ooh, great fissure. Mu is in a lot of trouble. He should get some help here from Fear, who might give up his life to keep Mu alive, but Mu is even thinking about re-engaging. They got the stun out onto the Earthshaker with the arrow flying in from Snake King. They'll get the kill on the MSS. They'll look forward some more. Fear ends up surviving it all, and now, as they will go back and retreat, Mu is happy to get something out of it.
I can just see the Reddit threads now about Envy's Enigma this game, and I gotta say, like, it's really hard to play Enigma versus Spectre. Some of the holes have been silly, yes, 100% Envyisms, don't get me wrong, but that last one to me is just an expression of how hard it is to play that hero into Spectre. Like, he just haunts and you can't blink hole, and then you just have to walk up, look like an idiot, and then die before you get your hole off. Because of course, if you just slowly walk in, they're going to walk away from you, and then there's no good hole, so you don't want to use it, but then you die, and there's a haunt illusion on you, so you can't blink. Like, what do? There's no option. You have to wait out the haunt. But they get Roche if he does that, so he was left with, like, no good options. It's just the draft, at least for that particular fight.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Like, that's exactly why they picked Spectre.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You got
Radiant's bottom
Quinn
tower
forming
is
up
under
a storm
attack.
here. He is a very big boy.
The rune of haste.
Dire's top tower.
Got his
is
Crystallis, the Quinn item. He loves that. The quintessential item, you could say. I'll be here all week.
I get no respect.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ronnie Dangerfield right there.
You make all these references. You're a boomer, man. You got these boomer
Oh
references.
my god. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'm just a zoomer.
I got an older family, man. My oldest brother is about to be 40.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gotta be cool. He's gotta have like good advice for you and stuff. That'd be cool. My brothers are idiots. They're about my age, so they're pretty dumb.
And one of my brothers is he's 38. He's not that close to 40, but he is on the upper side of 30. Sorry for all you upper 30 people who now think that 30 means 40. But my middle brother's 30 and I'm 27, so.
Big boys.
Yeah.
I'm mentally 60.
5,000 net worth lead, but I feel like it's not 2 racks down yet for business associates. We haven't seen them come online yet.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta get these rapiers coming out. Man, even Snake King's building. He's going MKB Satanic next. Look at his quick buy. I thought I was clicking on Moo.
Amu almost has that satanic.
He does? You wanna take bets on what comes after that, Bkop?
Divine Rapier?
I think so. I really do. If it's Butterfly, it's Butterfly into Divine Rapier.
Why is Fear here?
That's a good question. I don't know how the heck he found himself there. I think he was going on a warding mission. But there aren't any wards.
They must have dewarded him immediately. But then there would be a sentry there.
There would be a sentry, unless there's a gem.
Dire's bottom
No.
tower is under attack.
I have no idea.
Oh god, MSS.
Envy?
Radiant are scanning.
Oh! I can't believe it.
Has been
What?
What a play. Envy turns my casting into noises.
Why does he do this to us?
I don't know. I can't comprehend the English language anymore. Oh my god. How many times in this game are we gonna have that happen?
Dude, he is 100% jelly beans. He is the jelly beans. He was just watermelon. That was watermelon. That wasn't booger.
That was Tutti Frutti. I don't know, man.
Lime or lemon flavored, like that was just delicious. Like great
That's amazing.
flavor. I still don't know if I want to stick my hand into the jar and grab another one though. It's too wild.
You can't have all the watermelon and expect good flavors to come out afterwards.
No, we're gonna get diarrhea flavor next.
I hope that
It's
doesn't
coming.
exist.
Probably does.
Shadows take us.
Dire are scanning.
Scan? Man, there's no haunt. This is a good timing. You can actually get a good hole off here. Shouldn't say that. Shouldn't jinx it.
He is 1 for 8? Oh no. Alright.
Nice little illusion bait there from Yoar. Reveals our position on the business.
%16% status resistance for Gyrocopter. That doesn't seem right.
That's not right.
Yeah, he's got
That
Satanic.
doesn't.
He's got Satanic and Sliver. Why does that say that? Marana caught. Duel's Ice Path, Dual Breath, Fissure, dead. Easy does it there for Quincy Crew.
And business all TP out too. They just play the other side of the map. They got lanes to push out. No sense in fighting that when their lanes are pushing in. And I hope for Moo's sake that status resist like isn't bugged. Like it's just visually bugged. I hope.
Yeah.
I wonder if he like dropped the Satanic, if they would fix that. If he dropped it and picked it up.
Because that's a huge amount of status resistance he's just not getting.
Oh, 30%? Yeah, man, that's massive. Are we dumb? Is there something we're missing here? I don't know. It seems
Chat will tell us, of course.
be cut and dry. He is going for the rapier next, by the way.
Which is scary, because if he goes for that and his status resistance isn't there.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Well, let's see. Okay, well, it gives him 25% lifesteal, right? So can we see? Is there lifesteal on there? No, we don't see lifesteal. 25 strength plus 51. He's getting the strength from it. 10 strength, 20. Yeah, he's getting the strength from it at least. So I would assume he's getting the status resist. Ooh, Spell Prism. Damn, on Ember Spirit. That's a good item.
Leveler, though, for business associates who have found the Mirana once again. Silence Fissure, and when you've got Ice Path and Fissure, it feels like you have no chance of getting out.
So much chain lockdown. Even with the Greaves, it don't matter. He's popping the ult straight up. Wait a minute.
What?
Did I just see that right?
What?
Did Quinn just hand Lelis the Spell Prism and then Lelis ulted and gave it back? I'm pretty sure that just happened. I suppose that you can do that, right? There's nothing preventing that.
Top tower is under attack.
That's cool. I like that. I learned something.
Oh my god, Spectre got a leveler too. Although Spectre has the
That's going in a video.
sliver. God, it seems like the tier 4 items are so good for Quincy Crew.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Well, they've got him business associate so far. It's just the leveler.
Who takes the Princess Knife? Dude, if you took the attack range on Kuro and you get the Princess Knife with the... I was going to say with the telescope, but I'm a big dumbass. That would be another neutral item. Damn, they're standing right on the high ground. They see this.
Spectre Dagger gives away that they have that vision and that info, but they're going to go in on a fear anyway. They have Lelis moving forward, call down used, Haunt comes in, Envy looking for an opportunity potentially to go in with a black hole, but instead pops the BKB, the Abyssal Blade comes in, they've got the swap to save him, so he's now without the BKB, but the Haunt is over, so can they come in and turn this around? They've got the damage to kill off Brax, you are on a double kill, a leap away the BKB, as well as the TP out, but Envy doesn't have that opportunity, so both snaking and both Envy will die to this Echo Slam.
Yoinks the kills. 60 seconds, and we don't have Enigma. He has buyback, but no gold. They all have buyback, but no gold. So, looks like this is
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
gonna be probably one Rax, at least. Moo has queued up the butterfly, but I imagine after this Rax, it'll be a Rapier.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Goes off the Rapier too for Moo. Goes Butterfly. Or he's gonna go
Yeah,
Butterfly.
I think that'll change.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I feel like after that fight, he needs something bigger than a butterfly. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there it is.
Never refuse gold given.
You just cheese. Could be going in a Roche. They have Exorcism.
I'm gonna use it though, looks like. Oh, okay. So now Lelis is holding the Quickening Charm, and he's moving the Essence Ring in after he presses Ultimate. Man, that's cool. That is cool. God damn, Lelis. All right, Moo's got a Rapier. Let's see what they can do with it. Ooh, if they get MSS.
Haunt comes in. And they jump over. They'll find Snake King. The disruption will save him. There's the jump over. Yawar in an interesting spot with Macropyre down. We're waiting for Envy, who uses the black hole onto Lelis. Yawar's also dead. Moo does the damage to get the kill there. And Spectre has buyback. Lelis has already used his. Big fight from business associates.
I like that choice from Envy to just hold like literally whoever. Just get it off. If you're killing a core on the enemy team for a cooldown that's as short as it is now, it is 100% worth it. Oh boy. Mu does not have BKB.
And disc pop though. Fissure on it too. Echo Slam is up and available. But with these buybacks, all of a sudden business associates, they have a win condition.
Mu takes the Shaco. Oh man, 1200 HP on a rapier hero.
Ice Path and Fissure get stacked.
That's a great fissure.
They have swap though. And disruption. Keeps them out of the pit.
Kind of forces him to take the Roche though.
Oh, Quinn! Oh my god, not only did he get the kill on a Roche, but he also picked up the Aegis. MSS, he'll end up falling. Envy doesn't have Black Hole, but Quinn now trying to get out of this one. He's taking a lot of damage, he'll end up dead. He'll use that Aegis very quickly.
Oh,
Yawar, he's gone! 2 minutes, he's dead. Silence on the Mu, swap around trying to disfigure this fight, but they've got the Echo Slam. They'll get the kill on a Brax and Mu. Mu, he also doesn't have buyback and Envy. He'll burn out to the Macro Pyre, give himself the old Summit 1G.
Man, that was close. That was really close. Both of these, man, all of these games, like, could go either way, but, you know, now we're running down mid. Let's see.
Divine Rapier's in the hands of Quinn, so it's really
I can't
tough.
call it, though. We can't call it.
Yeah.
The first game, it went both ways multiple times. You never know. Envy has buyback. He has hole soon.
10 seconds. Exorcism's gonna make this easier.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Go for the tier 3. I mean, they certainly have the heroes to push here. Blink and Black Hole is ready for Envy if they want to commit to this. It's gonna be tough though.
They saw Envy playing to the bottom right there, so now they can position SVG in the way.
Disruption, arrow, blink forward, Malefice, the magic missile, BKB, Envy moving forward. They've got the stun. They'll get the kill on Aleos, who doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 2 minutes. They look over at MSS. He doesn't have Echo Slam, but they don't have the vision on him as he uses that Shadow Blade. Oh, Jesus, Fear. Sight does so much damage. Blink, no! Oh, jeez, Envy again! Oh, it has been one of those games, and it looks like that is going to be the trend that potentially ends this one. However, they're still trying to fight back. Midnight Pulses down, Envy on the run, finally slighted and killed. But you have Mu back alive. Is that enough? Flat Cannon?
No, he's dead. He's dead.
Ah, God, SVG. They don't lose the game, though.
Arrow? Oh, so close.
The rune of haste.
I can't believe it.
Man, if one more hero dies there from business, they're done. But they're very lucky. Snaking went for this carry build, so he's actually doing a lot of damage. Him and Brax. Oh, you are though.
Goes in, Abyssal Blade. Now Quinn comes forward, BKB from Mu, and look at the damage that he's taken. He has to run. Snaking coming around, the BKB no longer there, but there's the arrow. Can it stop anybody? He'll eat the cheese. Slight again. He takes a fourth of his health away, even with the Shaco. And again, Slight one more time. Mu, he'll end up dead. He's gone. Does have buyback, but can you defend against this? They were able to defend without Yawar in the first engagement, and things just get a little bit tougher, but backdoor is there.
Surprised Brax is just jungling with the illusion instead of cutting the wave. He's just ancienting while all this is happening. Look at all the mangoes in base. Speaking of jelly beans.
Mango flavor.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Exorcism coming in as they'll try to ravage the base once more. Black Hole's up in 25 seconds, but you'll look at the damage that they're able to do. The swap and then the Remnant away. Buyback from Mu. Can they defend the base? Fissure hits. They have Echo Slam if they want to just jump in on the Moo. He's not exactly having an easy time trying to defend on this. Envy's looking for his opportunity, but again, he doesn't have Black Hole for 7 more seconds, so the delay is on. The BKB is popped by Lilith. He'll get the Yules out on a Fear. They'll hit away at this base. Envy has one more opportunity, but there's the Ice Path. There's the Abyssal. Stops him in his tracks. He needs to get it off and gets it on a Ywar, but do they have the damage? Fissure comes in. Envy's gone. Moo dies. They both don't have buyback, and that should be the series here for Quincy Crew 2-1. Full team wipe to finish it off.
Radiant victory.
Well, really good for Quincy. Like I think they came back with a really good showing in the playoffs here, and you know you could argue that the groups did not go exactly as expected for them. You know, dropping games to teams that otherwise should be below them or whatever. But these 3 games, like they looked incredibly stellar. Even with Business looking quite good. Really difficult game for Envy. Great plays from Ywar and Quinn all game, getting out of the holes. Like that was just pivotal, wasting those cooldowns. If they were slower on that, this game is way more difficult for Quincy Crew.
And that was only the first series. Jesus. God, that was an amazing series that Quincy Crew ended up pulling away with. 2-1 over Business Associates. We still have 2 more to go. Jenkins, we're getting there.
It's gonna be a hell of a day, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of a day.
Crazy Beast Coast next. Thunder, Predator, Midas Club afterwards. And we'll be back with those series in just a moment. I'm your caster Bkop, joined here by Jenkins at Bkop92 on Twitter, at JenkinsDota on Twitter. Follow us to know when we're casting next. We'll be back in just a second. Stay right on there.